Okay guys, Pete here. I got the receiver put back together, and I made one little change here which I noted on the blog, but this is the second amplifier with the two J310s, and before it had two capacitors in series that were resonating this inductor to 9 megahertz, a 68 in series with a 470, and then we had at the junction of those two we had a pickoff with a 10 nanofarad, which then was the output that was routed to the balance modulator, or it then becomes part of the output when this is a single amplifier headed for on the transmit side. I found by tapping, instead of at the junction of the 68 and 470, right at the drain, it really dramatically improved the transmitter output in terms of amount of output and receiver output. I mean, the audio is amazing. A lot more audio volume. We could put a 10 nanofarad, 100 nanofarad across the pot, and that would cut some of the highs out, but I don't find it too objectionable. Lots of gain.
450 delta with the latest one he's got is at
2N3904 LM386. Plenty of volume. Plenty of volume. Let's see what it looks like on CW. Okay. The bandpass filter is not tuned up down here. I think this configuration's a real winner. Nine megahertz filter. I'm going to tune it up to 7200. Relatively quiet.
Okay. test coming up for driver's license in the next 6 weeks. I got 6 weeks to drive, and then I better get it done. And Jim, those are B and C's. Those are B and C's. Over to you, Bill. KJ6IJ. I remember. Yeah, KJ6IJ. That's an FEI. Well, there's usually adapters for all of them. I know the TS2000 here, 440, is an N connector. And that's the same problem Brian had. Luckily, I had a couple of those adapters at N259, both directions, and I set that up, and I guess I cured his problem on his OEH radio he had. But
I've tuned the bandpass filter so it favors the phone portion of the band.
Well, I guess that just about does it, unless you ask me something that I forgot to answer.
Lots of volume now.
I don't believe you did, but
13 and 20, now that I have them working, I don't know how effective it is, but it works. It loads up and I talk to people. Or add the 80 meter element on and see if that helps. That should make a difference. I might do that and I'll lose 20, 15 anyway. Who knows? Anyway, Jim, over to you. I'll try it tonight and see what happens there. 7 George in the stands. By the way, it is 52 degrees here. It's supposed to get down. They say tonight it's supposed to get down to 36, so we'll see what happens. A little bit of sprinkle in the morning, nothing all day, cloudy all day. Snow on the pass overnight. They had chain control this morning when I got up early.
There you go. N6QW here. Simpleceiver version 2. Just a little close up here.
We just didn't see anything here. 680H, W7FEI.
okay, W7FEI and 688. Well, you might try.
We have the 40 meter bandpass filter, ADE1, which is the receive transmit mixer. The two J310s, which is the first IF amplifier, 9 megahertz filter. The second pair of J310s, IF amplifier. ADE1 product detector balance modulator. A 2N3904 surface mount microphone amplifier. 2N3904 LM386 audio amp. These two relays here cause the signal to be changed. Now normally, direction of the signal, signal goes this way on receive. On transmit, we engage the balance modulator here, and the signal coming out here actually through a pair of relays with some coax, and coax is underneath this board. I've done all the coax wiring and power wiring underneath the board. It now goes through the amplifier this way, and when it comes out, comes back out to the ADE1 for the transmit mixer on through. So this is essentially a whole transceiver on one board. And we've got a single stage 2N3904 temporary audio amplifier here. And the purpose, later on, what we're going to do is build another J310 stage just like this here, which will be there with relay switch. So the signal will be routed through in the same direction, just like it is routed through these here. And so it'll be both the receiver RF amplifier, and then it'll also be the transmit pre-driver. And for the driver stage, we'll use the 2N2222 driving a BD139. and the final will be an IRF 510. A couple of relays will handle the TR switching to provide voltages to this. This is where the front panel is going to be. So the rig will be about a little wider than about 4 inches, about almost 9 inches deep, and probably about 3 inches high. We got the Arduino over here, and this is our display. And so we're pretty excited with the version 2. Is that we think the performance is somewhat improved with regard to the fact that it's all on a common ground plane, and a little more bulletproof than our original prototype. But the prototype did enable us to validate the relay switching here. A couple of Omron, these happen to be 12 volts, and I got a couple of 5 volts that will be used on the RF amplifier stage. So this is Pete, N6QW. I'll let you tour one more time
much more here, George.
through the tuning range. I set the tuning of the Arduino so it'll go up to all the way up to 15 meters and all the way down to the broadcast band. Of course, what limits that is the bandpass filter, but I'm thinking maybe I might change the bandpass filter, and if I change the bandpass filter and low pass filter, this could be on 20 meters in minutes. Again, the bandpass filter has been peaked for the phone band. I think I'm going to do a little, put a cap across the audio gain control pot to cut some of the highs out of it a little bit.
Roger that. By the way, that last transmission, you hit an F9, and the audio sounds better.
There we go. N6QW, the Simpleceiver 7.3.